Hello there, how's your day? Ame Gakita. Alright. Alright, let's just say that for today I'm just gonna play Genshin and hopefully kind of like do some part of the storyline along the line. But then again, it's kind of like want to make sure, but not sure whether will I be able to do it along the line. It's kind of like there is still one last part of on my aspiration. Oh, I'm not quite 100% at the moment. All three parts kind of like feel good in a way, but at the same time, there is also one part that is not fully done 100% yet. So, well, let's just say that for now, it's kind of like on the right track. I can't really say is it like very good in a way, but then again, it's like at least on the good track along the line. Regardless, I am still like there is the main storyline that I need to do. So this one need 5 days. Might as well start with this one first. Like I mean, like technically, since they give it, might as well just activate it. The Mother Last Wish. I think there is quite a lot of people who managed to finish it. Not sure how to manage it, but then again, I mean, like if people love to play it, by all means, go ahead. Not stopping that. But then again,
世界の外から来た旅人さん、とある物語を見届けてくれる？
アリス？
アリス？
彼女の真似って難しいのね。すぐバレちゃった。
バレちゃったね。
とにかくスターダストビーチに来てちょうだい。手伝ってほしいことがあるの。
相変わらず謎の多い人だよな。とりあえず行ってみようぜ。
はい、わかりました。So we need to go to that part. I mean, like they did say there, so might as well just go there. Related to your past adventure. Okay, so it's about during past after receiving a strange storybook, you and Paimon arrive as a world. Oh yeah, that was that part of the story, and based on one of the 8 mage, the M, and we did save the dragon and friend, and then for some reason they decided to combine the wheel dueling with the mini dueling, and it's kind of funny in a way. Like why is it that the past evil dragon can able to combine with the current dueling based on the story along the line? But then again, like Albedo was also created at that time, so it does make dueling and Albedo related in a way, since they are created by one mesh R or Go. I mean, like, can't really say too much about that, but kind of curious. Though. We're gonna do some fighting. Not that I mind, but it seems that dueling did the work already. With quite a lot of monsters. And it's raining as well.
Mm-hmm. 旅人とパイモンだ。ごめんね。びっくりさせちゃった。
おお、別にびっくりしたわけじゃないぜ。ただ前よりちょっとすごくなったなって思っただけだ。
すごくなったか。僕にとっては余計制御が難しくなったんだけどね。こんなに力を出すつもりはなかったんだ。 君たちを間違えて傷つけなくて本当に良かったよ。
大丈夫だぞ。すごいことにはいくらでも出くわしてきたからな。
Visa power, I think. Oh.
それは心配しないで。アルベドのおかげで今の体を手に入れてから体内のアビスの力はずっと安定してるんだ。最近さっきみたいなことがちょくちょくあるんだ。この土地に馴染んでないからかな。しばらく経ったら良くなるとは思うんだけど。ところで2人はこんなところで何してるの？僕に何か用？
見届けるものと書くもの、二者の出会いから物語という名の魔法が生まれた。
At least.
オフィラたち、この人に呼ばれたんだ。
アリスさん？
あら、あなたにもバレちゃうなんて。M のモノマネ本当に下手みたい。久しぶりね、ちびドゥリンちゃん。おばさまって呼んでくれていいのよ。あなたと旅人を呼んだのは大事なことを伝えたかったからなの。あなたのお母さんに関係あることよ。
Technically, he got two moms, but
僕の
one actual
お
mom
母さん？
being M.
そう、あの偉大な童話作家アンヤマリ・アンデシュ・ドッテルよ。興味を持ってくれると思ったわ。じゃあこの本を開いて私の話を聞いてちょうだい。
Interesting. And he's doodling on the picture. The day that the writer and the watcher cross paths. Oh. Story time again.
ここはどこだ？前シムランカに入った時と似てるな。
確かに本質は似てるかも。同じ構造魔法だから。
さすが。
アリス！
こんにちは、アリスさん。
そんなにかしこまらないで。あなたのお母さんとは親友なんだから。
It's kind of interesting that Kuri and Alice is both of the pyro.
物語とか魔法とか、またシムランカみたいな場所を探索しなきゃいけないのか？
そんなわけないでしょ。シムランカは唯一無二の作品よ。彼女がいなくちゃ私もあんなものは作れない。でも少しだけは当たってるかも。今回私が見せてあげる魔法は前と同じ物語に関する魔法なの。
これって。
ルリンちゃんのお母さんが残した願いよ。
お母さんの残した願いが本？
まずはおばさんの代わりに一つ考えてくれる？作家にとって一番の心残りになりうるものは何だと思う？小さな魔女と消えない炎っていう本は読んだことある？まあ作者は一人じゃないから。もともとは私がお茶会で始めたリレー小説なのよ。魔女会のみんなが参加してたわ。最初の章は私、間の章は他の魔女たちが担当で、最終章を M に任せていたの。最終章に入れる頃には M はもうこの世を去っていた。すごく悲しくて残念なことだと思わない？だから私はこう思う。作家にとって一番の心残りは未完の物語を残すこと。でも心配しないで。 そのまま終わりなんて悲しすぎるでしょ。だから私、代わりに物語の結末を考えたの。
じゃあこの本は。
この本はあなたのお母さんがくれたもう一つの答えよ。彼女はこっちを最大の心残りだと思ってたのよ。私がドゥリンちゃんに会いに来たのは、彼女からこの心残りをあなたに託すよう言われたからよ。
これがお母さんの最大の心残り。これも未完の物語なのかな。
確かにそうとも言えるかもね。
この物語を完成させたらお母さんの心も晴れるかな。
そうかもね。
アリス、やけに歯切れが悪いな。
Paimon, it is involving someone close to her.
彼女の答えは私の見解とは相反するけど、とてもロマンチックなのよ。教えてあげたいけど、ネタバレは絶対にできないの。全部台無しになっちゃう
Fast
わ。
animation time. Well, let's ruin everything.
そうなんだ。
It's only the first time you stuck around.
完成を待つ物語だと思って頑張ってくれればいいのよ。
うん。
At least story with for during the fight, the class that I need to do in 5 real days, not in-game 5 days, but real-time 5 days. So, but at the same time, it's also kind of involved Alice and the other all 8 wish in a way. So I kind of like curious how it's gonna be, and also holiday house setting. Yeah, I kind of curious though.
ほら、だから助っ人を2人連れてきてあげたんでしょ。2人とも経験豊富だからきっとたくさんアイデアを出してくれるはず。協力してくれるよう謙虚にお願いするのよ。
With that face, I guess. No, like I mean, like it's kind of like funny that we finally get to see how Alice look like and whatsoever, but at the same time, it's like, wow, damn.
もちろん手伝うぜ。
It's kind of like interesting to see all this happening this way.
お母さんは最初どんな物語を書こうとしてたの？
やっぱりそこが気になる？でも私はその質問に答えてあげられないの。自分で本を読んでみて。
そっか。
そっか。
心配するな。旅人とオイラが何とかしてやるぜ。ってことで、お菓子でも食べながら本を読んで、この物語の続きをどう書くか考えようぜ。
あら、実際の過程はそんなにのんびりじゃないのよ、パイモン。M はこの本を書くときに私の魔法を使ってたの。だから厳密に言うとこれは物語の本ってわけじゃない。
It's kind of like funny that, like, it's kind of like funny that Nico was a silly angel, and the silly in the so basically all the silly that we've been calling is basically angel in a way though. But it's just that we never get to see a human shot until they show Nico, and that she is also one of the 8 wish as well. So I'm actually kind of shocked in a way.
ヒントを残してくれてるから、ヒントをたどれば散らばった思い出を見つけられるはずよ。それと本に何か書き込むときはこれを使ってちょうだい。
What the heck is that bar? Oh my, that is actually part of the animation bar. Ah. So, well, damn it, how you? They show the animation that she is pointing outwards, but it's actually the bar. これは I'm looking at it.
これは M が残したインクよ。私が不思議な魔法で調合したの。この本に何か書き込むときはこのインクを使わないといけないの。
No, it's not really like she will turn into silly. It's more towards like her origin was a silly. So probably she was a silly that turned into that form, or maybe that was how they look like along the line. It's kind of like it's kind of like she admit that she is also part of the city route, because it's like in the story they kind of highlight that the angel is kind of like those silly in a way. So it's just that we do not know whether they have a human form. That was the thing that I was actually questioning. And Mihoyo decided to just slap me with, like, I actually asked that during live stream, and that had been something that bothered me a little bit for a while, because of when they show it in the when we meet up with the Lord of the Night, the Night Kingdom. So at the time, I was like wondering, like, what are the city? Is there really no human form? And Mihoyo just outright just slapped with that. Oh, one of the eight, which is a silly, an angel, or this thing. So it's really kind of like we able to understand that that for that although Nicole is an angel, it's just that the city form is maybe it's just that part of how she once was and then transform, just like how Venti was. It's like Venti even mentioned, if anyone knew about Venti's story, was that he was a spirit as well before he became the Venti that we see now. Because in the manga, there was actually a part where Venti, the body that Venti is using is actually based on a bar, and the bar was basically how he looked like, how Venti looked like. So yeah, that's why it's like in Nalan, when they showcase all the story, right, every little detail play a huge part. And every time when I highlight those weird part out, for some reason Mihoyo decided to slap the whole damn story into their game. And at first I kind of like check online, is there anyone talking about it? There is quite a small group of people, so I don't think it's just only me. But it's just that when I asked Mihoyo directly through their feedback at time, it's just kind of like make me really curious about how Mihoyo is going to show the story in a way. But I'm actually surprised that all the part that I highlight is actually like part of not really the main story, but sometimes they kind of like hint in through like those short story, and then it's actually slowly at the back of the story they slap out with the story along the line. So there's a lot of things that is actually very curious. But I mean, like, what can I say though?
とても貴重なインクだから大事に使ってね。これしか残ってないんだから。
I swear that at least it's really breaking the fourth wall. I wonder is Mihoyo trying to slap me with at least breaking the fourth wall, because it's like they know that I'm actually talking about them.
インクの量に気をつけながら思い出を探さないといけないってことだね。
思ったより複雑だな。
これも一種の物語を表現する手法なのかもね。M はそういう発想に富んだ人だったから、お母さんが残した試練だと思ってやってみてちょうだい。クリアできたら不思議な商品もあるかもね。
So we still need to get. So basically, doing this is.
商品は重要じゃないよ。それがお母さんの残した思いなら乗り越えたい。
Am I? And we are here to help.
オイラたちがいれば絶対大丈夫だぞ。
うんうん。これで伝えるべきことは全部伝えたかしらね。そうだ。物語は
But it's still kind of interesting that they indicate who Ali is, never show her face, everything, because it's like we all know that she is Green Mom, and now she finally have a murder in this way, and she is having a lot of appearance. Which I guess is a good thing in a way.
お前はいつもどこにいるかわかんないし。
心配しないで。あなたたちが成功したらわかるから。私からの連絡を待ってて。それじゃあ出発。どんな物語が出来上がるのか楽しみにしてるわよ。
And now we are out. What's the day that I mentioned the next storytelling was born? You don't really pay attention when you're doing the Nalan quest because it was confusing. And you skip the voiceless part except when Shirley is on screen. You listen to your wife no matter. Yeah, I won't deny Shirley is really one of the waifu. I won't deny that. But at the same time, right? If you actually look at most of the all the cryo character, sorry, like the one thing is right, all most of them also have one thing in common, that is love. Not really saying like showing love directly to travel or whatever. So mostly we know that most of them really kind of like Ayaka and Shirali kind of like share that part. But at the same time, if you consider like some other cryo character in a way, they do show a kind of love, something that I mentioned long ago about here. The cryo archon is the god of love in their land. So it's really kind of like it's really kind of like it really kind of like indicating to us like who will able to get that as long as they can show love in a
多
way.
くの物語が眠る場所騎士たちの栄誉に守られた
Right.
多くの物語は
This-
夢の中で都市と進化の昔
This
話を
sound
語ります
like Nicole.
とある魔法使いは新しい物語を生み出すために一晩中一睡もしませんでした。
Definitely they're getting Nicole to voice this.
さあ向かいなさい。物語の種はそこにあるのです。謎解きか？そこってどこだ？
It's the Montesta Library.
確かに。でもだったらモンドに戻らないといけないのか？
実はずっとモンドに帰る予感がしてたんだ。
Is it Kurokon is the god of love in no way we're using her?
この物語もモンドで書いたんだと思う。
Okay, this one I know this is a huge spoiler in a way. I'm still gonna say it. In one of the beta, they actually mentioned by Vendy-san was that we saved the cryo archon and gained her love for some reason, and that was in the Crows beta at the time. It was kind of like before Genshin was really out. It was spread a lot in a way that I actually find it interesting. Like the ending of the Archon quest, because they call it Archon quest, so I'm gonna assume that we're gonna interact with most of the Archon. And the thing is, right, when they showcase that, I remember the very part when they mentioned that the Cryo Archon was also the god of love. So the thing was that she became when Fatuis do all these things was to actually manage to do in the part where they indicating that there must be something that happened badly to her, and that we will have to go through the whole lot of them story to understand how they do it. But it was released, so if you go and type Venti Cryo Archon line, it is there, it is still there, it is unable to be erased. But at the same time, we also can't like I also kind of like made the promise with the idea that even though that is so-called confirmed, we still do not know MiHoYo might end up changing, as you say. So the thing is, right, we kind of like take with the idea that maybe for now we can say that hey, she is the Cryo Archon. She also can be considered the god of love, because if we consider like a lot of hint, MiHoYo have been indicating that there was like indicating that they are in that part of the world, right, in that part of the nation, is that they always talk about indicating of not wheezing, but actually more towards like they are trying to indicate the nature, the relationship of love. So I kind of like curious about how they're going about it. As well as if anyone want to know, is that one of the 8 wish that passed away due to old age, she got married due to love. One of the 8 wish, and that kind of like passed down to a lot of people along the line, but in the way she got married. So the thing was that it actually got me curious in a way that since she's gonna be the Cryo Archon, how are they going about? There was a lot of like hint on it from, if you go back and check, there is quite a lot of hint. But at the same time, MiHoYo also don't really want to throw all the hint out yet. So they've been kind of like hinting slowly in later part of the story, like in Nalan, in Fontes, all these things, is that we always kind of like seen part here, not confirmed 100%, but actually kind of like indicating that they are going in that go back to that route. So at the time, I kind of like take it that okay, MiHoYo might end up changing a lot of part of the story because this is how MiHoYo do their story. But we are going on the route that we are going to that place and end up saving. Technically, that's what I've been doing throughout all 6 nations. So in a way, we can definitely highlight that it is a possibility that we are going to meet up with the Choir Archon and so-called help her or save her and give her a better ending in a way. And for some reason, we got her love because she is the god of love. I remember there was also another part where Venny-san always talked to me about the god of love. It's like there was also a moment where we kind of understand, like using the slime, right, is that there is only 2 slime that is based on using creating a shield. So that was a part that we also kind of like understand that Cryo Archon and Gion Archon Zhongli might be in love at the time, but it's just that they don't get in the way. It's just maybe a one-sided love from the god of love, who knows. But it's kind of like at the same time, due to MiHoYo showing a lot of bad end story, considering Zhongli is one of the oldest character in the game, in terms of lore, everything. We do not know about Zhongli's stuff, all these things, and especially more so is that they did indicate that Zhongli wasn't knowledgeable or at like talk that much. It's more towards like they kind of indicating on that Zhongli gained the knowledge and love all these things by going to and landing in Liyue. So I guess that for the Choreo Archon, she might be not just only the god of love, but she might be also, in a way, we can definitely and highly say that she might be a god that also kind of like don't understand the interaction, all these things, and the Fatui is kind of like making use of her in a way, but not entirely. Because if we consider like Dr. Rick kind of like in the main story that end up disobeying her rule or all these things, right? Yeah, I think it's kind of fair to indicate that even though there are like a lot of Fatois who listen to her, but it also means that there is also people who don't listen to her. So I think it's like kind of like we will be going through that part of the story that I think that MiHoYo is trying to slap us with, and that is one of the reasons why I'm curious how they're going about. And the funny thing is that Not Cry, right? I find it funny is that I remember when one of the creator talked during his live stream, in the update live stream, that they feel like the story after Nala was too fast to jump to Cineraria, because at the time I mentioned there is too many missing part of the story. There is the traveler pass. There is also like how some part of the story doesn't seem to link out at all along the line. And I feel like jumping from after Nalan to Cineraria might be a bit too fast. Might be that they are unable to link out the whole damn story in a way, like no proper closing or all this thing. And when MiHoYo announced the walk-in in a way, it's kind of funny is that when I talk about walk-in instead of 3 moon, I say that hey, there's only 1 moon, there is no 3 moon, all this thing. I was kind of like sure that a lot of things I say in the past end up being used by MiHoYo and put into No Cry in a way. Because if we look at No Cry, right, it's that it is not an additional story. It's the closure of many past theory, many past moments that we may overlook or miss out on, and they are closing it in this part of the story before we can get to meet up with the Choir Archon, which I think that played a huge part. Especially more so is that they are making use of the walking moon in a way into the story, because it's kind of like explaining every single thing into the game, and I actually accepting it, because it's that not only do MiHoYo understand that jumping to Cineraria might be a bit too fast, but at the same time they also understand the concern of many part of the story does not seem to link out. And I think that's a good way of going through with the story, because it's like for me, when I write Light Novel back in Japan, it's really more towards like how do I want to write out a story. I may have the one thing is like we have the start, and we have the end. Like in terms of this, how I learned in Japanese, okay, is that we have to write in the starting, and we have with an ending in mind. The only issue was how do we link both out? We can write a short one and then it'll be a short story. It can be a long one and it'll be a whole series of story along the line. But like that's the reason, right? Like One Piece already, like the author, he has the ending in mind, but it's just that he didn't expect the story he write to be a whole long series even till now, years and years in a way. So the thing is, right, writing a story, especially when I learned in Japan, is that we have to have a start and an ending. The middle part is how we gonna write it. And Mihoyo realized the part in as they go with the story is that they miss out on one, not just one thing, but quite a lot of link that doesn't seem to make sense at all. And they are now trying to link everything up in No Cry, which is the good part, because we at least understand like the Four Sky story. We also kind of understand what happened to Dueling, because it's not like he disappeared because it's an event character along the line. And they kind of like indicating like other part of the characters, such as the Eight Wish, at least all of them in a way, like linking them back into the main story in a way that we get to see their action. Like Nico, Alice, everyone kind of appear in a way. Even Mona's mentor, the old lady, also made an appearance. Not really the character, but at least her voice. So it kind of like indicate as that Miho is understanding that before they can do the closure, they need to at least indicating that a lot of the things for the story, that it's a linkage is the most important part. So maybe we'll get to see the part with how the story will be like, and they did indicate who's might be. They did use Anna already in the latest hint in their Twitter when I saw it. So probably in future we'll get to see more of how Mihoyo going about, because it's like anyone who play Hokkai Impact, it's like it's kind of like funny. Like long ago, when it was patch 1, not even patch 2 yet, I was talking about, it seems to me that Mihoyo is using Hokkai Impact linkage to Genshin. Not entirely, but there are hints here and there everywhere. Especially more so, there was a lot of similarity within Genshin. And although Mihoyo kind of like not really remove them, but kind of like try to divert us away that Genshin Impact is all this thing. But there are also like the Force Sky. If we actually look at the Force, the sky within the trailer in Hokkai Star Rail, there was similarity in a way that maybe at the time I actually made the joke was the background that we see in Hokkai Star Rail, that being Genshin Impact. And though I'm still not sure how it will be like, considering that the Genshin Impact, the place could be in another part of in a world that maybe in future they may somehow link out Hokkai Star Rail with Genshin Impact along the line. But at least we can definitely expect a lot more on how Mihoyo is going about, because they do highlight that while they are not 100% linked, there are similarity link that they were trying to do, and I actually like it a lot. Considering that a lot of things that Mihoyo been kind of linking out even all the way to Zenless Zone Zero. Especially mostly if we consider like some of the monster in Hokkai Star Rail, the latest one with Zenless Zone Zero, the Esther Rail, it's kind of like we can see a lot of similarity here everywhere. Like the monster look the same, the headless core, all those monsters along the line. So I'm actually kind of like expecting that Mihoyo is trying to link up not 100% all 3 games or all 4 games, depending on how many games we play. But at the same time, I think we can definitely say that for Genshin Impact, we can expect some sort of similarity and linkage even from character from Hokkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, or maybe in future we get to see some linkage even from Xenozone Zero. But at the same time, we kind of like can just see how it goes, because it's really kind of like good that No Cry is the so-called closure for many part of the theory that have been put on hold or kind of like having an unsolved issue. And I'm actually happy that Mihoyo listened, at least in that suggestion when I give it to them, and at least we can expect more from the story now though.
そうだったんだな。
Oh,
But
yeah, like the thing is right, a lot of enemy, like as you mentioned, like the thing is right, if we consider like Bronya was from the ice place, like when they showcase the Jelly Roll at the time, it's like she was from a ice place, right? So it could be it could be a moment where not 100%, but it could be that they could indicating like maybe that we'll get her as that we the Crown Alchemy might be our enemy at first, and then after that we save her and then we help her and then she became an enemy and then she became our lover along the line. So if we are going that route, can't say good or bad, and for some reason the wish won't work. I knew it. There is another part of the story that I also need to do. And it is also at the freaking library. Wow, behind you. They really slept before the damn story. So no wonder I was like, I was wondering like when can we meet? Is it gonna linger after I enter? It would be great. Okay, now we meet up with for the witch story.
おーあー、本がいっぱいだ。図書館で本を整理するだけなのに特級の依頼だって言われたから、おいらも
The thing is, right, I wouldn't say all the cryo characters, it's just that there is only quite a few cryo characters indicating as such though.
それにパイモンちゃんもモンドに戻ってくる時間ができたの？
And Lisa, even though she is not one of the 8 which she is.
わざわざ会いに来てくれたのかしら？
Yes, it's all right.
しばらく見ないうちにずいぶん口が達者になった。
It's also damn like it's also kind of damn in a way where we don't get Lisa, Keiya, and Ember
やっと見つけたぞ。
easily.
てっきり今日はいないのかと思ってたぜ。
If only Mihoyo threw them as an easy to get character, you'll be so damn easy.
キャサリンから
Well, actually, I kind of hope. Mihoyo, if you guys are what, I'm just gonna say this. This is just a internal desire. Whether Mihoyo will listen or not is up to them. If you guys gonna release Valka, the Grandmaster, as a playable character, and he being a 5-star, which I don't really mind, but it would be also great if the 3 character is basically Lisa, Amber, and Keiya. I can just imagine everyone, including myself, will kind of go all in that banner because everyone is not trying to pull for Valka, it's everyone basically pulling for the 3 character. Basically everyone is just trying to pull for Lisa, Keiya, and Amber, trying to complete the constellation. It would be so damn funny. You want her to be that evil? She deserved the punishment of what she had done, and she has tried. I mean, true, but the thing is, right? The thing is, right? For the Crown Archon, I feel like based on Mihoyo, they love to not tell us a lot. They try not to tell us a lot, so it's like they're hiding a lot about the Cryo Archon. But at the same time, we will only get to see how Mihoyo is going about, because I kind of had an understanding as a writer on how they're going about with the story. But at the same time, I don't want to leak out the story myself because I feel like it'll be I might end up saying the wrong thing, so I don't really want to risk out. But I kind of already know where they're going with the Cryo Archon in a way. It's just that we will only get to see it in a way that, because the thing is, right, as I mentioned, they might end up showing her tragic story, all these things. Maybe she kind of like have the wrong impression of all these things, character, all these things. Maybe in future we'll get to see more of her story. But at the same time, considering that it is Mihoyo, and maybe like the Cryo might be kind of like being manipulated by Fatuis in a way. So I think that is the furthest I can say. But only future will tell. But the thing is, right, it's kind of like hard to know how they're going about, because in you can't imagine the director of Factories, the fool himself, is actually the one who tricked the Quiet Archon into listening to him along the line. That would be like, oh my, the Quiet Archon is innocent. I think I can 100% feel like a lot of people say that. It's just basically maybe like Dr. Ray and the director is actually the sinner along the line.
もしかして依頼を受けてくれたのはあなたたち？
Oh,
それなら本当に助かるわ。見ての通り、最近とある匿名希望の支援者さん
oh,
が
we shall see. I mean, knowing me, how you. They love to slap. Like, a lot of things I say is predicted is kind of like in a funny way, but
どれも
it's.
図書館にはなかった新しい本ばかり。
I feel like I was the freaking person who said during my live stream that if my prediction was correct, they freaking put a talking cat into the game, which they did in Nalan. Though there was no voice for it, but it was a cat that can speak. And I mentioned that it has to be a blue cat because I'm a blue cat, and they freaking put the cat blue. Like, I actually make the joke at the time, was like, there's no way you can see a blue cat because that in our world we don't see a blue cat. And I dare Miho to do it, and Miho ended up doing it. So the only issue at the time I make a joke was that if they freaking have a cat wear glasses, I'll be them again, you know. Because it would be a moment of like, wow, Miho, are you guys watching my live stream without me knowing? But then again, I mean, the thing is, right, if I have to show the blue cat, because I made a prediction in Fontes and Sumeru before, and I actually said that if you really watch my live stream, they will have to put a freaking talking blue cat. I say that if they want to do so, and they actually, like, this is the character. I'll just showcase this one. It will be much easier if I show this one. So let me pause that. Let me show this. So if anyone knew about, there is a blue cat called the Night Soul Spirit in Nalan, and it is a quest exclusive NPC, but the thing is, it can speak, and it is blue. So I actually make the joke that, like, there is dialogue for it, okay? There is like physically dialogue. Wow, do you think that you can find this entrance? How long has it been? And all these things. So I did ask that, okay? Which I will tell you. The thing is that in last time the condensed resin I said 40 is too less. Maybe make it 60. They really put it 60. Like, because I say like 40 is too less, make it 60 or something. They really listen. So the thing is, right, sometimes I really wonder, like, Miho, you're not interacting with me is fine, but at the same time they freaking put a blue talking cat into the game. Like, I say it has to be a blue cat, and it really is a blue cat, okay? So this one is actually the Nalan character, and if you actually go to one spot, which I will show you later, once I get out, I will show you. It's actually in that part where you get to see. It is a Nalan set quest though.
何冊か混じっていたわ。こうなってくると、適当に誰かを呼んで雑用を頼むわけにもいかないでしょ。
Yeah, because 162 later, 200 was actually in a good way, because at least in a way it was like a full day cycle. So I actually glad that well, Mihoyo won't interact with me in a way. I kind of like hoping they will get to let us see it. Because a lot of things I say end up Mihoyo end up carrying fight with it or end up doing it. She kind of like what's to laugh. Because the thing is, right, I also make a I also kind of like make a bet. Was that I will pull for quite a few characters at a time, and even go all in on one of the character at a time, which I'll show you later. Well, I at the time won't call myself a full wheel. But I'll show you guys. Vanessa the other day aware, so I can skip. I didn't really talk about it again, but I don't mind.
これは小さな魔女の辞典。名前からして怪しいぞ。それにこっちはもう整理したはずだよな。
Yep. Alice. We just meet you though.
どこから現れたんだ？
パイモンは気づいてないかもしれないけど、私が急に現れたわけじゃない。あの辞典を開いた瞬間から、あなたたちは魔女の領域に入ってるの。
やっぱり。あの本、なんか変だ。
I'll show you. Because I'm kind of like make the bet in a way during live stream, so I have to end up doing it.
それなら説明しやすいね。内容は全然関係ないけど、この本は一応あの物語のために。
We got to see the real Alice and the fake Alice.
どこから話せばいいかしら。魔女界が三種階段でファルカに約束をしたことは知ってるよね。
Yeah, it was one of the bet I made in regards to 2 times. It was part of the bet in a way. It destroyed my bank account in a way, okay? Twice. I mean, technically, one of them was when I was working part time in Japan, and I have to use up part of the saving. Not doing. It's Alakino, Mavika, and Chirari.
そうでもしないとみんな集まってくれないから。簡単に言うと、この辞典にはバービーの水裏の番を。
It was one of the worst pool ever.
のための課題がたくさん載ってるの。共通の目標のために仲間たちと一緒に困難
I'll show it in a while later. After this cutscene, I will show it. Like well, I have to consider it's one of the worst moments ever for me.
なんかとんでもないことが起こるみたいに聞こえるぞ。
そんなことは言ってないよ。ただ仲間といってもモンドのみんなにとって仲間と呼べる人物は一人しかいないかもしれないね。
I see what's going on
も
here.
しかして最初からこの話にオイラたちを巻き込もうとしてたのか？
Yep,
まさかこんなことになるなんて思ってもみなかった。
you need both at the same. They both need Shirari in that funny way. And Daddy-san, hello
こん
there.
な重要なものを軽々しく
How was the voice that you asked me this morning?
だから木を隠すなら森の中って言葉に習うことにしたの。これらの本は注目されないようにわざわざ私が図書館に寄贈したんだ。別に悪いことじゃないしね。あなたたち
You asked for me, my voice, you
仲間に
know.
会える良い機会になるんだし。
You
私
should
が
be.
まったくお前
Dude, Vanessa, imagine like that if I didn't use that voice, I think you'll be laughing if I use this voice.
オイラたち
morning. How have you been? You've been to vacation.
みんなに会うとき本の中の課題を届けてあげよう。
本当にありがとう。
Imagine if I use that voice. I think you'll be laughing, and your friend will be like wondering, like, what the heck?
祈ってるよ。
You're lucky girl. Alright, so basically this is a moment where you have to do the thing. Okay, just to showcase this. Yes, I learned voice acting in Japan as well, so can't really deny that. Okay, so basically for Alakina, why was it considered one of the worst thing ever for me is that I did pull for her quite heavily. So for her is that not only that was she one of the highest character, higher damage dealer in my whole list, is that I also pulled for her weapon, and as well as I got her all the way to C3. So in a way, that was one of my prediction. For some reason, MiHoYo put into the game, and I made the bet that if they really go in that route, and the story that kind of like make use of that, I have to pull for it heavily. So for Alakino, though there are some people easily get up to C6, to me, getting C3 is considered one of good thing, and that's the reason why I kind of like I can't really deny the part that she is my stronger character, but at the same time, it's also kind of like indicating that MiHoYo make me do it, okay? And another two more character, as I mentioned, was Marvika and Chirali. So in the way when I say Chirali is that, yes, Chirali, well, it's only getting her because I have to put Marvika and Chirali at the same patch, but at the same time was that Chirali, I go all in for her weapon, and as well as for Marvika was also for her weapon. So I know that I actually got a lot of weapon meant for her, like the walking stick. There is quite a few weapons that is also meant for her, but at the end of the day, I end up giving her the main weapon. And also cancellation is still 0, so the reason why I say Alakina is my stronger character at the moment is kind of like indicated as such though. I think you will. I think it will get I think it will get Paimon again, so can't really say too much on that end. I need my luck, okay? And the one thing I can definitely say, at least I can say this. Based on my knowledge, Calobina is coming out next patch. I can definitely say this because so far there is leak already, and Calobina is gonna be playable. It's gonna be a playable character. That's why they let us use Calobina. So Serena, I think you might want to hold that moment because it's like you're gonna get her. Yes, we got like our hope. We can hold high hope now. It's like Calobina. Oh, we're gonna make sure we're gonna get her. Because it's gonna be a moment where everyone, including myself, is gonna go all in, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm gonna save out a lot. Yes, we're gonna get the Gordius. We definitely have to make sure we getting the Gordius. Okay, another thing is that I do want to highlight that's why I say Cryo Archon is also kind of like the Guardian of Law, and most of, if we look at all the Cryo character, right, if we consider like Escoffier, in a way she is a person who care about cooking, and at the same time she also care for people who eat it, so that is love. Chi don't need to say her the love for quite a lot of people along the line, so she is kind of like a child of love. Elula in her own story did indicating that her she doesn't know about love, but she also go through quite a lot of issues. Seeing her also want love in a way, that's kind of like indication of that. Wesley is kind of like funny in a way because initially I don't understand why he's gonna be the Ice character, a male Ice character that was kind of like lagging in a way, considered like Ice male 5-star. But it's kind of like interesting for his kind of love was that his love for Fontesh, and that's the reason why he became the Warren in a way. So that's kind of like indicating that yes, I know you are Hokage Impactor. We're gonna talk about that. We don't talk about that earlier just now. So the thing is that like he showed his love for a nation. So that's kind of like that is the love. Chilali, don't need to say. We all know who she loves really. Ayaka, we also know how the love in a way where she kind of like indicating her love for her Inazuma as well. That we were talking about how she seems to be indicating her love for Esther, not Lumi but Esther, so we can understand that. For Charlotte, in the funny way, is that her love for news, all these things, and that is kind of love. Feminine also kind of indicating her love for her for the family. Then we got Mika, the love for everyone in a way. Vanessa, we were talking about it just now. We were talking about the Korea Archon just now. You just missed it. Okay, for Layla, it's kind of like interesting in a way is that her love for knowledge as well as her love for her family in a way. Then we got Rosaria, also kind of like not really 100% showing the love, but she do showcase her caring for Montage and her people, and that in a way showing the love. But at the same time, it's kind of like interesting because I have to highlight this interesting part is that she also seemed to be highlighting about what the Korea Archon may be, because it's like the reason for that mindset is not saying 100% is going to be true. It's that if you consider like all the Korea character, is that they all been through some sort of bad past. That's the point. So the thing is, right, it's kind of like make me really wonder, like, is MiHoYo trying to indicating all the character here in a way? Is that they've been through some sort of like how she even like Diona love for her dad, Chongyu the love for exorcism, all this thing, but he couldn't get to meet a ghost because of his energy. And then for Keiya, the love is kind of like funny in a way, we have to say duty in this case. So the thing is that we actually don't consider Aloy for now because she is Ice. But the thing is, we consider like all the cryo so far that MiHoYo released, right, is we can understand that they are all they want to have some love, and at the same time they've been through some sort of bad past in the way. So not saying like it's 100% that the correct Archon may be the god of love, but if we consider like all the character, all these things, they are indicating of love for something, and that kind of make them able to do cryo. It's kind of like we consider a lot of character that had that link. So maybe in a way for all these things is that we get to see, even like if we go to most of their voice line, if you look at the voice line, all these things, we did seems to see like if we get close with Elula, I'm pretty sure if we get close, like if we actually look the line, if my family member refuse to change their crop way or worse, continue to cause active harm in Montage, I shall be the one to end them, along with the Laura's name itself, because she is Elula Lawrence. So for once, it will be a family obligation I actually enjoy, and once the deed is done, I'll be free to pick any name I want. And then she go and say with, or even let you pick one for me. It's like, wow, our character is just going to indicate that. Maybe we won't know though. I mean, like, even Elula showing indicating some sort of love to our character along the line, which is like, wow, damn, we're gonna have a lot of nice moments. So I think like we'll have to expect that miHoYo is trying to show us this kind of thing. I can't really say 100% miHoYo is going to do as what I think, but at the same time it's really kind of like indicating that they are doing so along the line though. So for this, I need to do the Song of the Dragon and Filipino Ascension voice are gonna be Wild Mario. Probably. It's a probably. No, knowing miHoYo who would like to come and slap me with a lot of story thing and a lot of the theory that I say is kind of like hit in a way. Like I mean like the reason why Mavika and Chirali and Alakina kind of got into that situation was that because miHoYo freaking put all the thing I predicted into the game, and like wow, that was the freaking talking blue cat though. Vanessa was there, right? When I was damn shocked at the blue talking cat. Ah yes, how can I not know? How can I not know? If we go all the way, I've already seen it really. It's like, oh, those my Potter. The Rally Association found them. No, they are not mine. Tossing them carelessly like this. Aurora must have drunk them. Isn't that right, Aurora? Come out and apology. My torrent is high, you see, so I don't get drunk easily. Even when I am drunk, I never litter like this. Besides, the associations say they were found in the wild. Oh, in a completely harmless location, of course. Not that it matter anyway, because I wasn't the one who tossed them, and look at, just trust me. if we listen to the Japanese voice, it will be so damn fun. So if we actually listen.
それは竜の異物研究会が回収した酒瓶でそのそうオラルンが飲み終わって放置したものよ。私とは無関係。そうでしょオラルン。ほら早く出てきてごめんなさいしなさい。私はお酒に強いから酔っ払うなんてことないし、ゴミをその辺に放置するなんてことも絶対しないから。ましてやもともと研究会はそれを外で見つけたものだって言ってたし、別に誰にも迷惑かけてないわけで。あ、いやそもそも私の出したゴミじゃなくってうまく言えないけど、とにかく信じてちょうだい。信じてちょう
だい。But I really kind of like, I have to admit, they actually showcase Ayaka moment with Chilali. This was the part that broke me, that I actually have to go for her, but at the time even my luck wasn't there, okay. So I was laughing. I remember I was laughing a lot.
ねえお嬢さん、その服をよく見せてくれる？なるへそ。それってオルチージョー事件簿ね。ハーロックシリーズのサブヒロインと勘違いしちゃった。私フォンテーヌの服ってどれも同じに見えて。もう大丈夫よ。呼び止めちゃってごめんなさい。
Yeah, that was like, oh my god! Ayaka, like the thing is that of all characters she got interact was like, wow! And the funny thing is that I actually did try to search out, like, do Ayaka meet up with Chirari? Like in a way I was like looking through, but they didn't indicate a such thing because they kind of like indicate like Toma, Sarah, Henzel, Sayu, all of them. So at the time I was like looking through, I was like, it would be funny if they indicate like Chirari interacting about Chirari, but it was kind of funny in a way as when they showed that into the story at the time, I was like, wow, damn, of all people she can talk about, it has to be Ayaka. Also, if you actually look at Shinhe, I'm pretty sure her her final line is kind of like very funny. Once I secretly left the mountain and returned to my childhood village without telling my master, but it was deserted and my father had long since passed away. I suddenly realized that the bond between my relative and I had completely severed, and nothing that I ever cared about in the past could ever have a future. And ever since then, I had abandoned everything related to the mortal world. That is until I met you. So it's like Shanghai is lacking our character. It's kind of like wow. Like with famous Shanghai is like Shanghai love our character in a way. Like, I can't say too much on that end. It's like Mihoyo is trying to slap us with that end, and if you actually go all the way to check, like earlier you mentioned Oronron. Since you said Oronron, I'm kind of curious though, because I kind of like can't remember a lot. Oh, about Shirari. Granny is actually a face straightforward. She wears her emotion on her face, leave, you know. It's hard for her to hide what she's feeling. You're the same age as her, right? Wait, we're the same age as her? Or are you even older? Sorry, I shouldn't ask. That's probably rude, but if I'm right, maybe you could spend more time together. Granny been surrounded by people younger than her for a long time. She probably had enough. I tried this. Oh my. Yes, nani. Yes, Shanghai want the pickle. Can't deny that anymore. And cussing on doings.
いろんな思い出が蘇ってくるな。
Yep. Like we were just here just now though.
物語の種ってなんだろう。
You got? Why though?
絶対本だと思うぞ。でもこんなにたくさんあるのに。
Write down. Don't need to write the whole damn story. Write in point form on things that you want to add in.
騒いじゃダメよ。
Lisa. Now we got another story. ごめんな
金髪の可
さい。
愛い子ちゃんに角の可愛い子ちゃんじゃないの。
ごめんなさい、リサ先生。パイモン
Ah,
は僕のためにい
Lisa
ろ
is.
いろ考えて
Wow,
くれ
Lisa
たけ
is a
ど、
teacher now?
あまり怒らないであげてくれる？
久しぶりに会えたことに免じて特別に許してあげるわ。次はないわよ。ルリンがここに来たばかりの頃、ジンがこの子の処遇について悩んでたから、ちょっと助けてあげたの。
No, I know she was a teacher to raise her.
やれたぐらいなんだし、リュウ
But
の子供みたいなルリンのことだって。
can we even?
きっと大丈夫。
But can we even say that now she is like she is also a teacher to a dragon?
昔話はここまでにしましょう。ここへ来たってことは本を借りに来たの。
I mean, like technically, during this what he shared is like he's a freaking dragon, you know.
これを見て。
あら。
Get in again?
なるほどね。物語の種っていうのは、この物語を書く際にインスピレーションを与えてくれた本のことじゃないかしら。創作というのは、他の物語から得た栄養を糧にして、
Really technically
自
has.
分だけの物語を紡いでいくことなの。
Yeah, I mean, if we consider like when the original, not the story version, right? Like there's a story version kind of like follow in a way where the like M was like Mary Mage was actually kind of like one it to have a story. That's why she write
あなたたちに声
the
をかけた
the mini duel as in a story with a story in mind. But the original dueling that we combined mini dueling with that became the current dueling was kind of like interesting in the way that from my understanding, not 100%, but from my understanding is that it was a creation. So the thing is, right, if we consider like Albedo in a way, we do know that we have Albedo clones. Not the actual Albedo, but the clones that look like Albedo. And the thing is that they kind of like indicate one thing that I was wondering was that since they are clone, do they even have a mind in a way? So I was like kind of curious in a way was that the reason why Albedo got attacked by Albedo in the story, the event story was at the time was like, was it because the Albedo wasn't like have a proper mind, didn't understand this and didn't understand that, and then he ended up doing all the bad thing, thinking that it's actually to him is considered correct along the line. So dueling the original dueling, I think like in a mindset was that maybe it think that doing destruction was the right thing because it was like holding a beast, he was doing all destruction, all this thing. So maybe to it considered destruction is a good thing, not really saying like it's crazy or whatsoever. So it really kind of made me really bad. The question was that was the original dueling considered a really evil dragon just because it do destruction? It's like basically its original power was destruction. So it kind of made me wonder, is Mihoyo trying to slowly like puff up everything slowly? Because the thing is, right, if we consider like the Abyss Wolf, right, all the Abyss Wolf doing corruption, all this thing, right, that is one stupid monster that I never like to fight against, if possible again. But then I mean, Mihoyo love to put them out of nowhere at times, so I can't really say too much on that. But if we consider like even like the wolf, the abyssal wolf always doing destruction in a way, and is still thinking that it should be doing all these things, I wouldn't be surprised if during the original one is also using abyssal power in a way. Maybe in future we'll get to see more. And then like in the story so far, it's like dueling is making use of Abyss and combining it in a way for that sense. Take your time, don't need to worry. Wait, you want to show us something what?
消える本は全部で3冊あるみたいよ。それじゃよろしくね。
よろしくね。And I'm gonna assume
刺繍みたいだけど、タイトルの一部がなぜか消されてるな。リサさんに見せてみようぜ。
all one.
これってクレイが書いた本じゃないのか？なんでこんなところにあるんだ？やっぱりリサさんに見せた方が良さそうだな。
Just for food, not least. Official dictionary. Well, official dictionary is still here. There is quite a lot.
2番目に強い魔法。
Who
クレ
knows?
イには見せちゃダメよ。モンド図書館にこんな本あったっけか？それにすっごく気になるタイトルだぞ。この本普通じゃない気配がプンプンするぞ。
Chat games. Just
この本もひとまず持っていこうぜ。オイラたちが探してる本かもしれないぞ。
oh, the Ball
何せエ
Princess.
ゴの作品だしな。
Wow, part of the mage. Okay. I'm kind of curious about the main story. Not really the main story. Dueling story at the moment. I'm gonna assume this is gonna be experiment log.
実験記録？ タイトルが半分消されてるみたいだ。この本怪しいぞ。
怪しい。Let me do a chat on Discord for a while. Wow, damn!
毎日が物語の新しい1ページだ。ページをめくってしまう前に、一つ一つの景色や注釈を
Hey, at least you managed to get it. At the very least, you managed to get it. Isn't that a good part? It's still kind of sad that Durin can only fly using his wing in this animation, but not in real life. Yeah, it's kind of like funny. It's like little part of the story, not saying like 100%, but they kind of like make it in Hokkaido style with that you have to have Pacific part along the line too.
確かにここにあるべきではない本だわ。
名前からして変だもんな。
この本はアルベドが図書館に提出した本よ。禁書リストに入れて保管するよう要請があったの。
なんでだ？
アルベドによれば、この本には禁忌の錬金術が記載されてて、危険な魔物の創生に関わってるらしいのよ。持ち歩くのも、実験室に置くのもはばかられる。
Also, by the way, it seems that even though they have 4-star in the game, there is no way to create 4-star at the moment though.
ここに置いとくのはやばいよな。
それにしても、
Now, I've seen someone actually manage to try to make it like 3-star character, but couldn't create it though.
ずっと昔のことのようね。本は見つかった？
No, the issue on him is that the issue on him, not saying like 100%, is at the moment, unless you say like you need 4 3-star character or 3-star character along the line, it's kind of like it's really kind of gonna make me really wonder, because the thing is like I think I can show this so that I think I can try to see whether I can open this part, because yesterday I did, because yesterday last day I need to do the currency, so basically I didn't really like do the gaming whatsoever, but let me see whether I can click on this or this. Okay, I should okay, it's not showing. It's not showing. I got no idea why, but okay, I'll just use this one now. Okay. So basically, yesterday I did I only got to I quiz titanium because I haven't really done much. But the thing is that I got the break team. And it was kind of funny that this team actually is kind of like really considered so damn good that it actually was doing a lot of damage in a way. Acharion is just kind of like making sure that Blue Hill and Rampart able to get the three slot along the line. So it kind of like make it easier to get triple S, as well as that after I did the thing, if I remember, I need to just basically manage to just reach one rank out along the line. And even though I kind of like test out quite a lot of different, like you guys can see at the top, it's kind of like a moment of like me just testing things out, seeing like a lot of damage here along the line. So I was like testing things out, checking things out. So it's really kind of like this one kind of like showcase to me that best team really kind of like how to go in a way, but then the break team is also kind of like considered good in a way as well though. So if you can go for it, I think it can be considered a good team considering though. This one? I'll just send it to you directly, not in the game Discord. I just send it because I was like checking things. Like, I took quite a lot. Do you need this as well? I think you want this out, but at the moment it's like he's right here as well. So okay. Him drinking as well. Hola, that is the reason why you need to be in good condition. Even though I was crying internally. Do you need this as well? I mean, like, technically, it's the two of them together. You're really getting a lot of the nice screenshot from me. Yeah, I'm giving it to you, really, for goodness sake. Like, you have to understand that it was taking quite a lot of image, though. Even all the way to here. Every single part. Yeah, I already sent it to you already, though. Even the part where like almost like, well damn, oh Trailblazer using, like it's kind of like funny that Mihoyo finally showcased the male Trailblazer. Initially, like I was joking like, hey, maybe the female was the main character along the line at the time. Only time will tell on the next update. Only time will tell. As for right now, we can't really say too much. Like it's not saying like I don't trust them. It's just that it's kind of like we won't know until Mihoyo decided to go with that though. Yes, I know.
あらあら、こんな本がここにあるなんて大変だわ。アリスさんに気をつけるよう言われたのに。
もしかして魔法に関する本か？でも強い魔法って絶対に秘密にしないといけないんだろ？
この本にはアリスさんが作った魔法が記録されているわ。でもほとんどの人は読んでも習得できないわよ。禁書にしたのはクレイに読ませちゃいけないからなの。この本はクレイが生まれた後、アリスさんに封印するよう言われたの。あのサブタイトルも彼女がつけたのよ。
クレイに読ませない。まさかこの魔法って使い方を間違えるとボンボン爆弾 んよりも恐ろしいことになるのか。
Yep.
そういうことじゃないわ。もっと後から出した方がサプライズ感があるってことみたいよ。
さすがです。
本は見つかった？
Don't need to be. We got a lot more.
ええ、禁書ね。確かにここにあってはいけない本よ。
自分で選んでおいてこういうのも変だけど、基本は普通の刺繍っぽいよな。なんで禁書になったんだ？
問題はとある詩の中にあるの。雪山で起きた大戦のことは。
Oh, the great battle.
500年前、カーンルイヤの。
Your mom for your assignment. How was it?
そして、トワリンと対峙した悪竜は雪山に落ちた。
雪山のドゥリン？
その詩はこの大戦を踊りとして描いたものよ。悪竜は詩の中で友達を探しにやってきた無邪気な子供とされている。
With the evil dragon?
でもこの悪竜のせいでモンド人は無数の災難に見舞われたわ。こんな解釈が受け入れられるわけないでしょ。
I think your mom is gonna just bang you in the head with a 3-meter picture now.
歴史を捏造している、事実を歪曲していると非難されるものよ。加えてこの詩は大きな禁忌に触れている。当時騎士団は詩の作者を見つけられなかったから詩集を禁書にし、署名を消して封印し、なかったことにしたの。
つまりあの詩の内容は嘘なの？
真偽を知るのは悪竜自身のみね。
Only the dragon is a good answer. Damn.
この3冊だったみたいね。確かに全部禁書よ。こんな本にインスパイアされたなんて。
Wait, the first read
一
was.
体どんな物語を書いてたのかしらね。
禁書、初めて聞いた時はリサさんが冗談を言ってるのかと思ってたけど、モンド図書館には本当に禁書エリアがあるのか？
そういうことは聞かない方がいいわよ。
わかった。
アリスさんがあなたたちにこれらの本を探すように言ったのなら、私も深くは追求しないわ。でも読み終わったら返してちょうだいね。また封印しないといけないから。
僕が責任を持って返却するよ。
頼んだわよ。
What is doing?
さて、私はこれで失
I
礼し
still
ま
have
す。
to do your work.
ずっと働き詰めだったからお茶を飲んで休憩しなくちゃ。
She went for tea.
本は
I
全
kind of
部
really wonder all the tea lover character in me one day will become like funny in a way though. Like Wesley meet like imagine like Wesley meeting up with Lisa just to drink tea.
これって。
Holy open. Find a place a bit of it is where the sea of this story lie. At one
昔
birth.
々人間の世界にやってきて大きな災いをもたらした悪竜。人々は勇敢に抗い悪竜を打ち倒しました。その後物語を愛する魔法使いが悪竜の物語を読みました。
Wow,
彼
damn.
女はとても
Wow,
悲し
the
くな
eight
りま
reach.
した。魔法使いは悪竜の肉体が邪悪な錬金術によって生まれたもので、その魂自体は無知な子供であることを知っていたのです。
Oh my god, they're going back to
悪
dueling
霊
story?
は死ぬまで自身が最悪の化身となることを拒む術を持ちませんでした。そして自身がどれだけ残酷な光景に直面しているのかを理解することもありませんでした。物語を愛する魔法使いはこの物語の結末をどうしても愛せません。それならもっといい結末を作ってあげましょう。
Wow.
そう考えた魔法使いは
The story
親
writer
友から不思議な魔法を取りました。
is such a good person.
魔法で竜の卵を作り、自分で竜の子を育てようとしたのです。魔法使いは長い間、
Yes, assignment is
竜
all
の子
university
が最
life.
初に目にするのはどんな世界であるべきか
Company.
迷いながら考えました。
What the heck do I have to choose? Let's use this one?
宮殿から摘み取った豪華なきらびやかさでゆりかごを飾り立てた。そして静かに竜の卵が帰るのを待ちました。
Is it a good way?
うわー、物語の中に来ちゃったぞ。
Oh my.
これがアリスさんの魔法。
Sound like this. Sound like the story about dueling.
だよな。
僕のこと。
続きを見てみようぜ。まだ序盤だからな。
うん。
金髪の旅人、銀の精霊、そして竜の少年がやってきました。彼らはこの物語にどんな変化をもたらすのでしょう。
びっくりしたぞ。これってさっきの物語を語ってた声だよな。
Sound like the story even have its own narrator.
なんか前にもこんなことあった気
Oh,
がす
welcome
る
back.
ぞ。
懐かしい。
Now we are doing dueling
お
story.
母さんが物語を読み聞かせてくれた時もこんな感じだった。
お前のお母さんって魔女 M だよな。お前に読み聞かせなんてしてくれたのか？
うん。お母さんは生きてた時、僕にいろんな物語を聞かせてくれた。
Even though her name is
ごめんなさい。
Marin
懐かしん
and
でる
name
場合
is
じゃないね。
M, I guess the M really does show that she is a mom.
この後どうすればいいんだろ
竜族の少年はそう質問しました。物語の内容を知りたいなら、もちろん物語が進むのを
And then
待つしか
now,
ありません。
now we are back to the back to the dueling story.
彼がこの小さな世界を探索して自分のやりたいことをしたとしても、咎めるもの
One
は
part
ない
was
でしょう。
basically the wish homework.
この語り、オイラたちを助けてくれてるみたいだな。
Let's follow the suggestion for now.
う。うん。それがいいと思う。
I mean, like dueling, like dueling story. It's like we need 5 calendar day to do it, so I'm gonna do up to the part that it allowed me to do, and then after that, for this part, the wish homework is that I have to invite individual character to do along the line, which kind of like gonna take up some time along the line. Oh, that will be
物語に入り込んだ人は考えました。物語の展開を静かに待つのも、あるいはいい選択なのかもしれないと。
I felt silent. I was talking.
このドドコのぬいぐるみが物語に出てきた魔法使いなのか？あ、待てよ。まさか前に似たような見た目のやつらに会ったぞ。みんな魔女界の魔女だったけど、物語に出てくるこの魔法使いも魔女の一人なのかな？
この帽子、お母さんのと同じだ。
じゃあ物語に出てくる魔法使いは魔女 M なのか。ってことはこの本はやっぱりデュリンのことを書いてるみたいだな。
そうであるか否かはこの物語において小さな問題です。
It's a little bearing on the
魔
story.
法使いにとって今一番大事なことは、子供が殻を破ることを期待する
The dragon is pyro and playable. Yeah, it'll be so damn
まずは
funny.
他の場所を探してみよ
Because the thing is, right, imagine that if Dueling is able to master the pyro in a way and melt all of the ice in Dragon's Spine, kind of like, because Dragon's Spine was kind of like cursed to be frozen in a way due to the snew on it. So if it actually unbind, like the fire was able, like the fire able to burn all and melt all the ice, I'll be laughing. Because it would be like, wow, we finally have no more ice plays except for Procineria along the line. But I'm kind of curious though. Like it kind of like would mean in a way that in the same way, because Dragon's Spine was also kind of like wanted to be not an ice nation. That's why they kind of like made like they made a demand of like not trying to be an ice, because they did indicate that if we do the Dragon's Spine story, there was also a kind of a nation there before it got hit by the heavenly new along at the time. So it really kind of like made me really wonder that if the nation was able to kind of like melt all the ice and survive, then it'll be a nation, and what kind of nation will it be along the line? But it really kind of like beg the question, like, now even if that is no longer able to save that nation because the nation is gone, but if you're able to melt the ice, it will also kind of mean that the nation that was able to finally have their wish come true. It's just that a moment of not them being alive. So it's really kind of like made me really wonder, because thing is, right, they in Dragon's Mind story, it is a very long story already. So the thing is, right, in Dragon's Mind story, when we do the story, right, the nation was also part of those nation that was going through calamity. And for Dragon's Spine, it was a normal nation, volcano along this thing, but they were going to be hit by cryo, a ice moment. And in order to save it, the Heavenly Principle apparently dropped the new onto the nation, and just to stop it. So Dragon's Spine became a moment of like why we have to go and make the unlock the new, and the new go up and into the sky along the line. But it also kind of like still have the cryo in there. It's just that it been there for so damn long. So it really kind of like beg the question is like, what is there? Is it because just During is there, or is it because it's kind of like, it's like what kind of curse is in there? I won't be shocked if they say that, oh, there was actually, there might be a beast power inside that we might be overlooking along the line. But at the moment, it's kind of like questionable in that sense. Considering that another new that we kind of like unlocked was also in Liye, the charms. So it really kind of like beg the question, like, there seems to be quite a few new around the far, and it really kind of make the question of like what is in Dragon's Spine. And if melting the ice is going to unlock it, I would also say that maybe it would be best not to unlock, maybe best not to melt the ice. But at the moment, we won't know, because it's kind of like a very long past story that I'm not sure Miyamoto kind of like want to throw it in or not at the moment though. It kind of like questionable in a way though.
物語を愛する魔法使い、そして最初に言ってた悪竜、間違いないぜ。
これは僕の物語？
はい、あなたの物語です。
とにかく物語を進めないといけないよな。でもオイラたちは待つ以外何もできない気がするぞ。
Who knows? Imagine if he melt the ice and all the ice actually kind of like evaporate into the sky.
そうだ。今はきっと竜の子の孵化を待つシーンなんだ。ってことは竜が帰ったら物語が進むんじゃないか？
So it'll be so damn funny. Okay, I have to say this. It'll be so damn funny if Malvika really go to Cinderella and then melt all the ice there, and then we'll be like, who will be able to survive? Malvika or the new character? the cryo icon.
竜族の少年は 炎を操る力を持っています。
I'll be even laughing if we have to fight her, and then in order to fight her, we have to. I love this. It'll be funny if we have to fight Cryo Archon, and that she's going to create an ice shield around herself, and then in order to destroy it, you need to use a pyro character, and one of them is going to be like, "Wow, damn, we're gonna use Mavika for it."
銀の精霊の反応は彼女の読書量がいかに乏しいものかを表すものでした。竜の卵
Can I ask before you go off, Tennyson?
より早く孵化するという話は
How is the voice so far?
つきものなのです。
まあ一理あるのか。
It'll be funny if during actually do end up sitting on it. It would be kind of like, wow, damn.
やってみるよ。
Okay, so we have to use attack it? So
人間社会のことをまだまだ学ばないといけないな。緊張した時、手をどこに置けばいいかすらわからなくて。物語は始まったばかりだよ。
すべての命が生を授かる前に優しい期待を受けられることを、そしてその優しさが一生の間共にあることを願って。
Oh. It's written.
魔法使いの期待を受け、ついに竜の子が帰りました。
Oh my. It's doing bad in the dragon little form.
生きとし生けるものはすべて自分の意志で生まれたわけではありません。私の愛しい子、君もまたその一人。私は自分の願いで君を創造した。悪竜を創造したこの魔法使いと同じように。でも私は君の誕生が期待に満ちてるってことを保証するよ。
Oh my god, it's so cute.
愛され、悪竜と
Now we are going back to during the creation of the mini
言われ
green.
たことはあるわけじゃないけど、お母さんの期待と愛はずっと感じ取れてたよ。ありがとう。僕をこの世界に産んでくれて。
孵化を待つ魔法使いは孤独ではありませんでした。
Oh my god, it's so
彼
cute.
女は3人の来客とともに小さな竜が殻を破る瞬間を見届けました。魔法使いは竜の子を抱きし
Yeah, but then again, right? As you mentioned, she still have the Genesis. It's like it kind of remind me like like Mavika still have it, and everyone really passed it over already. So it's like, how is Korea account or the factory is gonna get that in a way there? Because the thing is, right, if we remember Captain, right, like because Captain did help them, I won't be surprised if they say that, hey, the Captain the Captain Master won it, and then he's like, well, okay, I'll give it to you along the line. I'll be, oh my god, it's like, I won't be surprised if she decided to just end up giving it to her though.
ここはモンドか。物語の世界から戻ってきたんだな。ページに新しい文章が浮かび上がってたぜ。それにインクも少し減ってる気がするぞ。これでこの章は完成したってことか。
Or at least a window into his past.
でもどうして魔女エモはこの物語はまだ完成してないって思ってるんだろうな。
Probably not on a special deal. Yeah, I think it will be linked though.
この世界にやってきて 新しい体を手に入れて
because the thing is, right, if we
みんなと
cons,
も友達に
if
なった
if it's kind of like funny in a way, because the thing is, right, if we actually consider that in Fatuis, right, if we consider like all the members, it's kind of like funny that we might know in future why all of them got linked up. I mean, like if we consider the director himself is the Kanria, and then we got the captain also from Kanria. So it's like in a way it's like we consider every members all kind of linked to every part of the different nation. Like even Wanderer before he got kind of like disappeared, he was from Inazuma. Then we got Cineraria, who was actually from Montage in a way. And that's why she ended up kicking the freaking Fenty at the time, which Venison don't really like. And then we also got like every part of the factory is kind of like showcase, except for one freaking missing member that I kind of like find it very questionable. But if you actually look into the list of factories, right, when they highlighted that the Jester his was actually not the members, like initially I thought that he was going to be part of the member, but end up that he's not part of the members, it kind of like made me really wonder, like there is seem like even if you consider Skamaru part of it, the Wanderer part of it, there is still one missing Fatuis. At the moment, it's like number 10 is missing, even if we consider like Child is part of the last one. But the thing is, right, there seems to be one missing Fatuis. Initially, I thought the Jester was part of it, but if he's not part of it because he's director, it kind of make the question like, because they said 11 Harbinger, it really begs the question like, who is number 10? Because if we consider the numbers like number 1 Captain, number 2 Totore, number 3 Calabina, number 4 Arcano, then after that, if we got the Rooster, the old elf guy, and then we also got the Sandone, then we also got the Skamaru, we also got Cinderella, we also got the merchant. The merchant, they indicate the trailer at the time, not really himself, but kind of like indicate who he is. And then we also got Chell. So there is one missing character at the moment that we do not know. But maybe in future we'll get to see more though, because it, like as you mentioned, like maybe we'll get to see how it goes though. But at the same time, if MiHoYo is going to do it, I think maybe we have to wait until New Year. I think they did mention 2nd of January, so maybe that day we'll get to see. Yeah, maybe we'll get to see how though, because the thing is, right, I won't be surprised on how MiHoYo is going with the story so far though. But I mean, like, we can definitely expect a lot. It's just that MiHoYo going in a way that some of them are expecting it, and like some of the thing I predicted it in a good way. But at the same time, it really begs the question, like even the Dr. Ray situation, I know he's gonna play a part in No Cry, but I wasn't expecting that kind of appearance though. So if I'm being honest, in a way, there is a lot of things that is really make me really wonder how they're going about though. And Pearson, hello there, how's your day? It's 1 hour and almost 15 minutes. Are you alright?
確かにな。魔女たちが絡むといつも不思議なことばっか起きるよな。
It will be a dream come true. It's gonna be not us in the journey, like. Oh, yeah, I would definitely agree though.
録音始まってるわよね。よし。
アリスの声だ。
これは魔術の本にあらかじめ残しておいた記録よ。魔法の本の説明書代わりに使ってね。新しい内容を書き込んだでしょ。実は魔法の本がインクを消化するには時間が必要なの。続きのヒントはしばらく待ってね。
そんなルールがあるのか？
でもこれからはいつでも修復された物語の章に戻って魔法の世界を楽しむことができるわよ。 それじゃ楽しんでね。バイ
せっかくやる気満々だったのに。
でもいいんじゃないかな。次もまた別の世界に行くこ
You
とにな
didn't
り
notice
そう
the
だし、
notification didn't notify you.
その後はいつ帰ってくれる
Pale
か
san, you don't need to
わからな
worry
いでし
though.
ょ。だからみんなで一回休憩し
Yeah,
よ
at
う。
least I didn't do short stream. And Paimon is hungry.
急に鹿狩りの人参とお肉のハニーソテーのことを思い出しちゃったぜ。モンドに帰ってきたせいだよな。
僕もリサ先生に本を返しに行きたいから後で合流しよう。
But the pod is cool if we have Moon Gordias with us considering. Oh, okay, the thing is, right? If we... I'm gonna say at least this in a good way. Imagine that if Kalobina is going to bring us to visit the Cryo Archon and we need a guide, not Paimon, I mean Paimon is the guy, but imagine if you're going to say like up close in a way, I'll be fine with even in Alakina or Kalabina or maybe in Sandora became a playable character as well. It's like all three of them leading our main character walking around Sinaya in a way. I'll be like, oh wow, it's gonna be a very nice moment. It would be like at least a purpose of bringing Kalabina back. Okay, so basically the story has no hint at the moment and we can't do anything. So as for now, let's see, observe.
あれ、前来た時はこんなに原稿なかったよな。
She might have published those later.
デュリンが生まれた後、魔女 M はこんなにたくさんの作品を残したのか？どれどれ？
Oh, look at me.
おいらがあんまり本を読まないせいか？ここにあるやつ全部見たことない気がするぞ。一体どの物語のものなんだろうな。
Maybe it's one that we haven't read yet.
こんなにたくさんの原稿を残してるなんて、今後の物語どんだけ面白くなるんだ？
Look into them. So I'm gonna assume it really need, like if they say wait for the book to review him for the new chapters, so I guess it's really kind of like can't do anything else. It's already Chelsea's sister that will be out. That is a possibility I can't deny. We also need to do homework for all these characters. Let's see. Follow the wish dictionary and complete the quest within to unlock additional talent. This will further enhance the character in question. After completing, you may choose one of the following to join your party. I mean, like, it's kind of like funny that all three of them is really kind of like a forced start to join your party. So the next few days, if we're gonna do the main story, is gonna be right here. 5 days. Maybe I mean, like knowing Mihayo is kind of that's a possibility though. like knowing Mihoyo, they love to do this kind of thing. It's like I can't deny anything. not in a bad way, okay. It's more towards like if Mihoyo decide going that route, I would just kind of like I know Mihoyo is like if they freaking draw the full card, and that meant a lot. Okay, but the thing is, right, in tarot card reading, the fool is also the creator itself, the creator of tarot card. So in a way, it's that Mihoyo is gonna create the story in that sense. I think it's like we're gonna accept it regardless how we think about it, and whether we all like it or not, it's like can't say too much on that end though. Yeah, I think it's like maybe in future we'll get to see how it will be like though. If even I can't deny that I will be extremely curious. Not in a bad way, it's actually kind of like curious how they're going about. Because the thing is, like, Mihoyo, I mean, like, Mihoyo love to slap us with a lot of things, and so far I think it's like the best way is just to accept it along the line though. Not saying like in a bad way or whatsoever, it's more towards like Mihoyo want this route, we will go with that route. I will find. I mean, like it is a way, and also it's the last time when I was saying the moon was like this in like when they showcased the spinal abyss, right? It was in the shape of if you guys notice, a moon. In 1.0, like 1.0, when they showcased the spinal abyss, it was in the shape of a freaking moon. So it's kind of like the moon, all this thing is kind of like laying all the way back to montage in a way. So that was one of the things that sometimes when I think about it, like when I look back some of the bad parts along the line, like even when they showcase like the blessing of the rocking moon, it was also talking about the tree moon. So a lot of like things they showcase back then, it really come back to finally showcase the link, all these things. So to me, right, a lot of the lore back then is kind of like showcase it. Like in case even you know people go and get this artifact, this one of the artifact, right, in this place actually was talking about it was actually, yes, the Thunderbird. So it was talking about one Pacific and a monster that we have to fight, and in Inazuma, it was actually linked to a monster in Inazuma that we come across, and that was the Amakumo Peak. So like even this one was linked to the Thunderbird, and in a sense, it's like if you consider like a lot of monster they indicate was as such was that it also kind of linked all the way. Like even if we look at some of the monster here, it's like they kind of link all the way in a sense like the golden wolf law was, or basically the rule of the all the abyss wolf was also kind of like appear all the way in Inazuma. So it's like a lot of monster around the game. It's kind of like it made you really wonder like how the hell they link all of them all around. Like the thing is, right, we have to even consider like Spinal Abyss, we got Dulin as appearing in montage. Then one of the, like even though it's kind of like one of the so-called god monster along the line, was also one of them like the Hydra also appeared in this part, and Bizongi and the others stop along the line. And then after that we also for some reason also got Ocean Lead. Like I was pretty surprised when they showcased the monster, it being here, because if we actually consider, it actually was very very close to Fontage that have to go through this whole damn area, and then of all places that it land in is basically here. So it's kind of like considering that a lot of story was kind of like linked in a way, not 100% to 1:1, but there was a lot of similarity in a way. Even like the one of the new area was also kind of like the underground mine also appeared. Like that was the new. So like so far from my recognition is that we know there is one new here, basically this peep, and then after that there is one in the charm. And although Inazuma don't really have it, but it is kind of like indicating like we do have this part, the underground nation as well, the temple, all these things. Then there is also this, which kind of like the this new again, I can't recall, but yeah, somewhere there. So if we consider like a lot of the nation around, even like Nalan, we also got a hidden dragon law along a line. So there's a lot of like things in the game. Even Fontaine even have this in a way, if we consider like this part not really the new, but then it's kind of like in there along the line. So if we go there and take a look, it kind of like indicating like all the niche, like there is always part here there everywhere along the line. So there is really like a lot, like even the, like a lot of story in each different part. Even like the world tree is in Sumeru. And Fontage, don't really need to say, like it's best we don't get to see anything, but even all, like their nation is really kind of like also got a lot of messed up things as well, so can't really say too much on that end though. But like it's kind of funny for Zipai, if I pronounce it correct. It's kind of like, even if you say that she's the one who wrote the three moon goddess in 1.0, it's also kind of made the question is like, why did miHoYo finally show her out in the story? And it's kind of like funny in a way, not saying in a bad way. It's kind of like funny in a way that she is one of the oldest character that for some reason didn't have an appearance until when she became a playable character in not sure is it next patch or not, because it's kind of like knowing miHoYo is kind of hard to know, but it's kind of like back the question is like, what is miHoYo trying to indicate to us about the story? Is it that we have to wait until further notice, or or maybe like maybe further down then we'll know what will have be released along the line and unlock the quest. Enhance the character. And this is all of them. The quest. Wait. Is the quest, is your skill unlocked already? Unlock when the quest is done. Oh, so basically we can unlock all of them in a way car. Okay. Yep. I mean, technically, I can do it now. Well, I can do it now if I want to. If up to Lisa. Well, I technically. Let's go and speak to Lisa first. Not technically. Lisa commission is done. I guess the best way is just go and check. Well, yeah, I got no idea. Like the wish on word is open door. Speak to her, I guess.
もう全部の本を整理し終わったの？思ってたよりも早かったわね。可愛い子ちゃんは何か欲しいものある？あなたたちのおかげで午後の時間がまるまる空いたんだし、一緒に過ごすのもいいわね。
Before I ask, I'd like to be by how about the
あな
book
たたちも
though?
気づいたでしょ？今回の本、名前から内容までどれも変わっているのよね。それにここは北の大陸最大の図書館なのよ。聞いたこともない新しい本がこんなに届くなんて。本来
I won't be surprised if the sister is also someone who is also having a vision though.
どうやらお姉さんが知りたくない面倒事みたいね。とはいえ、 もうこの世界に存在している書籍なんだし、図書館で保管する必要がある。ここに置いておく方が、外に流れて変な人の手に渡るよりずっといいわ。それじゃあ、これが報酬ね。今回もお疲れ様。
お疲れ様。Is done in the magic disappear me. I mean, technically, I got all the consolation signs, so let's. Are you sure you want to invite? You can only send once during this event. Okay, you mean my. Did it consider done? ちょっと待って。Oh, I have to do their quest individually. Oh, the home. So I have to do all 8 of them. And the only one is kind of got locked in a way. So I guess the next stream is going to be me doing all of them. It's a good thing I set it as tomorrow afternoon on my end. So yeah, kind of like a fashion class in a way. Not wrong, not wrong. Because if it's gonna be a whole lot, okay, I mean tomorrow afternoon, at least like not because right now it's like time already on my end, so I'm pretty sure I set my schedule tomorrow as afternoon. Only for tomorrow because it's just that Wednesday I'll be busy, so tomorrow Japan timing 2 p.m. Yeah, I think tomorrow 2 p.m. So if you guys Japan timing 2 p.m. Okay, so if you guys need to check the timing, if you're going to check it out tomorrow, I'll be doing all the wish homework quests. Hopefully a one shot it as well as doing quest because it say I need 5 days to do it. So maybe part of it along the line. We shall see how it goes. Almost kissed us twice on essay and keep asking for a yeah, I kind of like curious though. Because the thing is that when they okay, I'm not sure. I'm not going to do this obviously, but I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to like share 100% right. Okay, it's more to like if you guys go and Google search Carolina and you guys type Genshin and then League. Don't say I say 100% right. They have actually shown in Reddit as well as on YouTube that about how she is gonna be like. The one thing like from what I do understand is that MiHoYo kind of released that she is a Hydro character, so she is gonna be a Hydro character. But the one thing that actually got me wondering, okay, is that because so far, if we look at No Cry character, right? Not including dueling because he is considered montage as well as that his talent is also making use of montage materials. So can't really say he's a No Cry character. But the one thing is that if we consider like so far 2 group of characters, Finn and Inefa as well as in the Dendro situation is Lauma as well as Nefer, is that at the moment from how I think about it is they seems to be most likely not 100% but most likely indicating that we will be seeing that not only is she gonna be kind of similar to I know, I won't say 100% but there is a possibility, okay, that there is a possibility that like since I know if we look at her skill is that we'll be doing like damage in a way, so I'm not 100% sure, but if you consider like she is more towards like doing this kind of thing, right? Like Moonshine increase the right one, increase the damage along the line. So if you consider like if I know it's like a like the 5-star version of her for Carabina, I think there is a possibility that we will get to see more damage in a way with Carabina on how they're going about, but at the same time we won't know until when we see the update along the line. Most so ever is that if Alokino and Carabina is gonna be a good pair out in a way, because it's like Carabina and Alabina, like I can't say 100%. It's like very very high chance that she is probably Carabina is gonna be a 5-star character, but if we so far consider like a lot of character other than Malvika is considered like support character, then yeah, maybe then we'll get to see how it goes. But as for right now, I don't want to jump to conclusion too far in, because it's like knowing Mihoyo, they love to do that a lot too. So I want to put on hold on that. And yeah, I also need to go out and rest up already. It's already 11 p.m. on my end already right now, so it is a good timing for me to go and rest up anyway. I also need to take a shower before I go and sleep, because if not I will be having I won't be able to sleep anyway. Trigger all her lunar reaction. Yeah, I think it will be related to. Well, I have to say it's very likely that there is a chance that we'll get to see that situation. I'm not 100% sure. I have to highlight this. I'm not 100% sure. But if they highlight as like, because a lot of like Nocrai character is always making use of the lunar reaction, then Carabina is probably gonna be related in the Hydro version, because she is Hydro. But only then we'll get to see how it goes though, because there is a lot of things that it seems to be linked towards Bloom effect. So there is a possibility that Carabina might link up with Bloom team, but not 100% sure yet though. Yeah, I hear of the nerf as well, but only time will tell. I think it's gonna link up with Nefer, Laoma, Finn, Inefa, all these characters along the line too. I mean, like, only time will tell. As for right now, we won't know until the actual gameplay, because Mihoyo love to showcase a lot of things, and even when people leak all these things along the line, only then we get to see how it goes. So yeah, I'm not sure is it probably release 2 5-star characters. I'll be damned though if they do that, because it's like I know I have 72 pool, and then maybe trying to save out enough for both of them if that is the case. But it's just that I really hope, like I'll be facing that issue, but I'll be wondering like how many people will be facing like, oh my god, 2 5-star character. I think only time will tell. We have to see how it goes, because I'm kind of curious. Oh, City killed the cat, and I'm a cat. But even if I be in life, I'll be dead. I don't really want to make too much bad at this point of time. I really kind of like don't want to risk my life again. If it, like I got the I suffered stroke from 6 months ago, so I don't want to have a freaking stroke after due to gameplay. Okay. Yeah, it's also kind of late on my end already, so 11:05 p.m. is a good time for me to go and rest out as well. I need to take a shower anyway. So that being said, thanks for watching guys. I will see you guys again at the next video or live stream. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye bye.